That's my thoughts on everything. Who's Dream? Deleted. They can feel free to DM me if they have issues rather than spreading out red lies in front of 40,000 people though. Always open the chat. Okay, Dream's obviously super famous, I assume. He's a Minecraft YouTuber with 22 million subs? Holy shit. Wow. He's the one who cheated in Minecraft. Wait, how do you cheat? Isn't Minecraft just about building sugar cubes? Isn't that the whole idea? You build a bunch of sugar cubes on top of each other? A whole bunch of sugar cubes. It's a long story. Dream faked a speedrun? How do you speedrun? Wait, you're gonna have to help me out here. What do you speedrun? Is it how fast you can build? He went from 300,000 to 10 million in a year? Jesus. I really gotta get into Minecraft, I guess. Still struggling to hit that like 100K on one of the Serfs channels. Huh. He used the modified game to give him better odds. Ah, okay. There's a dragon at the end of the game. But how do you unlock a dragon? Like isn't it that like, how does that work?
If a game involves aspects of randomness and chance, is it possible for one player to be so lucky while playing that game that we can say with mathematical certainty that they are officially too lucky? This is actually the most requested video topic I have ever had because just over a month ago, there was some big drama in the Minecraft community. One of the most popular players, someone called Dream, they've got over 15 million subscribers on YouTube. They're probably on Twitch as well, I don't know. But they were accused of cheating because in their Minecraft speedruns, they were having incredibly good luck. And because all the arguments against them, all the proof that they were cheating was based on probability and statistics, an overwhelming number of you got in touch with me and asked if I could take a closer mathematical look at it. And I was very happy to do so. And my goodness, there were some interesting results. Wait, a beard? How long did that take to film?
I can't stop hearing the you. very, very thick
speedrun controversy, but I think I'm actually quite well placed to make a video about it.
Because he seems very pleasant.
Party. That's not to say I'm not uninterested. Like, I am interested in what's going
on.
But I haven't got an interest, like an investment in either of the two parties. So I'm disinterested. I don't care who's right, but I'm interested. I want to make sure we get to that right answer. And we're going to have a pretty wide spectrum of people watching this video. If you're here for the Minecraft, first of all, welcome to the channel. I'll try and go through the maths as clearly as I can. If you're here for the maths, regular viewers, thanks for showing up. I also didn't know much about Minecraft before this, so I will try to go through the Minecraft details nice and carefully. Some friends of mine have given me a lot of help. So we'll start with a very...
okay, before I learn of whatever this is, can someone explain why Hasan was going after Dream? Or vice versa?
Quick recap of what the controversy was.
Minecraft is a game that can be played in many different ways. Some players just want to explore the landscape, mine resources, and craft items. Other players, however, like to achieve some kind of objective and effectively, complete the game. And in Minecraft Java Edition 1.16, you can finish the game by killing an Ender Dragon. And of course, the moment you can finish a video game, people are going to try and speedrun it. Speedrunning is the challenge of finishing a video game as fast as possible. And if you're not aware of this, it's super popular. There are videos all over YouTube, streams on Twitch.
Oh, I love speedrunning. I can't do it, but I love watching good speedrunners, especially like Mario speedrunners. Like the fact that they can land perfectly, they know when to time their jumps and bounce off each character. Like some of them, it's just like, it's mind-blowing when you watch them. I'm not big on the cheater speedrunners, though, the ones who use hacks to get through the games in like a minute and a half. It's just like, okay, you're really fast at glitching the game out.
People love watching people finish games incredibly quickly because it involves a lot of skill. Now, to speed run Minecraft 1.16, players normally start by collecting useful items in the overworld, traditionally done by finding a village. That's the fastest way to obtain a number of key resources. If they're in the nether, players can barter gold that they've mined with piglin, who will give them different items, some of which will be ender pearls. The players then have to find a nether fortress where they can kill blazes, and blazes will sometimes, when they die, drop a blaze rod. The ender pearls and the blaze rods means the player can now activate yet another portal, which will get them through to pretty much the end of the game. They pop out, there's a dragon they've got to kill, an exit portal, and then that's done, the credits roll. And the challenge of speedrunning is just to find the fastest way to do a certain combination of all these different things to get to the end of the game as quickly as possible. And traditionally, I tend to watch speedruns of classic games, things like Super Mario Brothers, where yes, there's some luck, like there's some randomness in the game, but it's mostly skill. I mean, even things like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, a very old game, watching people hone the skill required to do that is absolutely incredible. In Minecraft, while there is obviously a lot of skill, there's way more luck than you get in a lot of other speedruns. For example, when trading with a piglin, there are actually 17 different
Okay, hold on. There's so much stuff to catch up on here. No joke, it's a long story. Dream normally plays the game with his friends. They're famous for their hunt theme, where his friends try to stop him from getting to the dragon and killing it. That's where the fame came from. He and his friends with speedrunners tried to speedrun. He didn't pay attention to what the mods he had during a run, and by the time he was asked about it, he couldn't verify it. It took a long time to realize his mistake. Dream has millions of followers, and he platforms Notch, the creator of Minecraft, who is an open-out Nazi, and Hasan was going off about that specifically. Ah, okay, well that's totally fair. Hasan brought up the fact that Dream did a collab with Notch in 2020. Hasan's point wasn't to cancel Dream, more to scold the Minecraft stan community for their quick-to-cancel nature and massive blind spots for their gods. Gotcha. Okay.
Distinct items they might give you, and inside the game code there's a table for the weights of how likely each of these different items are. If you want to get an ender pearl, you can see that's weighted 20, and 20 out of 423 gives you a probability of 4.728. Ish, roughly 5%. So you've got to do a lot of trades to get ender pearls. And if you start putting gold ingots on the ground, a piglin will stand there and sequentially trade until they've used up all of the gold. What you can do, little pro tip here, is if you put them in a bit of a hole, it'll stop them from wandering away when they're done. You can then go and start a parallel series of trades with a different piglin. And if you get them all going at once, eventually you should get enough ender pearls. And in the 6 live streams that Dream did from October 2020, across them there were 262 barters, and so you would expect, on average, 12 of those trades to result in ender pearls. Dream, however, got ender pearls from 42 of their barters. That's over 3 times the average. Blaze rods are a bit more simple. They occur 50% of the time you kill a blaze. Over the same 6 live streams, Dream killed 305 blazes, which should give you 152 or 153 blaze rods on average. Dream got 211. Dream was getting pretty lucky.
Now that we know precisely how lucky Dream was, the next step is to calculate what is the actual likelihood of someone being that lucky.
What is the probability that you get ender pearls 42 times from 262 barters? We can work that out using this, the binomial formula. I love it. It's such a good formula. It gives you the exact probability for a specific number of successes. In here, you put the probability of success. You then raise it to the power of how many successes you want. And here's the probability of failure, which is to the power of all the other times when you don't want a success. And the term out the front, that's the choose function, which compensates for the number of different ways you can arrange where the successes are. So like in this case, we don't care when people get the ender pearls. We just care how many they get. Using that formula, we can fill in a whole table to give you the probability that you will get any number of successful barters resulting in ender pearls, and we plot that. You can see the most likely is 12, up at 11.6% probability, and this middle clump between 1 and 24 successful barters is 99.9%. You are overwhelmingly likely to be in this part of the distribution. Whereas Dream is at 42 all the way out here. That has a probability of happening of 0.00, a bunch of zeros, 4. Although it's slightly deceptive when you're looking
My ADHD is out of control right now. I just realized we were watching stand-up maths. Love watching the show. The reason Dream's defense for this cheating accusation seems like BS is because of how specific this cheat is and the sketchy nature of Dream's excuse of the year he completely denied it. So, was his run just so monumental that alone brought him from 100K to 3 or 10 million? That's all it took?
this far out to just pick one specific value because there's so many other nearby ones it could be. So what we actually do is we look at the probability of getting this or better, which is the same number of zeros, but then 5, 6. I'm actually going to stop writing that as a percentage and just do it as a straight up number. The probability is 5.6 times 10 to the negative 12. And sometimes it's useful to think of that in terms of odds. And so that's a probability of 1 in 1.8 times 10 to the 11. We can now repeat the whole process for blaze rods, which have a 50% chance of happening each time you kill a blaze, and the probability of getting 211 or more blaze rods out of 305 kills is 8.8 times 10 to the negative 12. Also, unlikely. And this, they are based at an online science consulting company who Dream paid to write this mathematical report for them. And before we get into any of the details, the one important thing to note is that they agree on the headline statistic, the naive calculation that the probability of getting those enderpearl trades and those blaze rods is a 1 in 2 times 10 to the 22 chance. That's the hardcore maths. No one is arguing that. What everyone's arguing...
all right. Skip to the end.
Because the version of Minecraft they were played on does not match what we think it should be.
Oh, right. So, thank you so much for watching this ridiculous video.
I like math. Why did you skip? Because it's like, it's like, for me, like it's just like, you know, like hearing white noise in terms of the numbers and what I'm getting from it. But B, I don't know enough about Minecraft to know how statistically incredible these numbers actually are. Like, if someone's like, yeah, and if you just look at this quotient, you know, at the end of the day, this to the power of that will show you that this pearl will only occur at a probability of 1 in 1.26 million or something. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh shit, What? Blah!
Video all about feats of good luck. As I mentioned before, the US edition of Humble Pie is out now. It is the same as all the other editions. Well, it's the same as the other American one, actually, other than more flexible. And I have put an extra bit at the back. I added all the stories which I wasn't able... Extra stuff that was put in the paper, all the p-hacking, all the optimal stopping, the selection bias, all fascinating and very important parts of statistics for normal statistical investigations, where you're trying to tease out subtle differences from stats. But when someone does something with odds of 2 times 10 to the 22...
Dream is so sure he didn't cheat that he spent money on a Harvard professor to prove the stats, but he admits he made a mistake, and so people want to talk to more about it. It's a fresh subject, but he did get a video with Notch where he ended up hunted Notch to stop him from beating the game. What? Alright, maybe I should go to that.
Minecraft Assassin versus Speedrunner. In this video, Notch, yeah, the same Notch that made Minecraft, has to try and beat Minecraft before he gets hunted down. My job is to protect him as best as I can. This video gets crazy, so make sure to stay till the end to find out what happens. And if you're not subscribed, please...
That's not Dream's site, no. Is it? That's George, not Dream. That's the correct video? Really? Oh, Stygians, you would know. This is not my world. I don't understand Minecraft
Assassin
at all.
versus Speedrunner. In this video, but just please subscribe. Okay. Word.
I am about to be on my way, and I will hunt you down. I cannot wait to hear you scream in fear.
I'm gonna quickly go down here.
All right, well, I'm going now.
Oh no, okay.
So.
Okay, alright.
I'm making swords. I'm making swords.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
here.
made one sword.
Here's a stone one.
Oh, Jesus.
Extra quick. Oh, there's a pig.
Here I come.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Alright, where should we go?
Away from him.
Okay, I'll follow you.
You guys having a merry good time?
I appear to be experiencing some adrenaline.
I'm white and I've never felt so good to be white. What is this fragile BS about?
I stayed spleef. I know that you deal more damage when you fall down with this, because I added that.
Don't spam click. You have to like wait for your sword to charge
Yeah,
up.
I saw the little timer thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so they clearly just played the game together and it was all kind of like cute and stuff, I assume. That's kind of what I'm getting at here.
It's not only gods that create worlds. Sometimes it can be a person. Like, literally, a person. Marcus Notch Persson, the legendary Swede who co-founded Mojang, the company which created the all-time best-selling video game, Minecraft, and literally had a temple built for him. But not everything was top-notch for Notch. Some say that he later became a victim of the cancel culture. Others argue that it was totally deserved.
The cancel
What
culture.
happened? Just like the longest journeys begin with a single step, the Minecraft empire began with a single block. May 17th, 2009 was the day that it all began. And ever since, the snowball began rolling. 20,000 registered players in less than a month. Thousands turned into millions, and today, the game has 91 million monthly players, which sealed this game's #1 position on the best-selling games of all time.
It's like almost 3 Canadas are playing that game all the time. It's a lot of human beings.
Being ahead of such names as Mario Kart, Grand Theft Auto 5, or Tetris. What began as a simple sandbox game today has become bigger than 17 Swedish populations put together. Problems ensued. Every little change echoed through the community of millions, many of whom were often critical of the game's new developments. The most famous case is from 2014, when Notch announced charging real-world cash for in-game currency is not going to be allowed anymore. If the stuff you sell affects gameplay, we're not cool with it. Many people agreed this was the right thing, many did not. The multi-layered chaos brought Notch to a turning point, and it resulted in the now iconic tweet on June 17, 2014. Anyone want to buy my share of Mojang so I can move on with my life? Getting hate trying to do the right thing is not my gig. Some people thought this was a joke. Microsoft didn't. $2.5 billion was the price that Notch was offered, and he agreed. Finally, Notch was free from responsibilities and hate, and rich. Very, very rich. He bought an extremely luxurious villa in Beverly Hills for $70 million. This villa was sought after by Jay-Z and Beyonce, yet Notch outbid them, because he could. Partying with celebrities at private parties, beaches, and casinos ensued. Once, Notch notoriously spent $150,000 on a single night out in Las Vegas.
What?
Yet, something was missing. Isolation, loneliness, and rumors of depression started spreading as Notch...
Hasan is trending? No way. Well, I mean, oh yeah, he is. Shit. You go after the biggest, I mean, you're gonna get trending. Please don't immediately take Dream's side. Rewatch Hasan's VOD or something. Hasan isn't trying to cancel Dream. The one thing Dream and Hasan came out of nowhere. I don't know what is going on. Holy shit, he's like a little tiny baby, eh? In defense of Hasan, he had good points and doesn't want to cancel Dream. In defense of Dream, Hasan did just completely ignore his point of view and is slandering him in front of 40,000 dead-brain Twitch chatters. Talk it out. Hasan doesn't want Dream cancelled, but slandering him in front of a bunch of people. Hasan is literally giving Dream the benefit of the doubt, saying he doesn't think that way anymore. Y'all, he said he believes people can change their point of view, please. Jesus, people are really upset by this. I mean, I feel like he's beefing with a kid.
And I think that's okay. So here's the thing. That is literally a big part of the reason why I love a lot of the Minecraft streamers that I've met so far. And the reason why I love them is because they handle themselves, or rather compose themselves, in a way that is very mature, in a way that, like...
That's not Dream. Dream is 23 or something? Oh, okay, got it.
...they may have. And I've said time and time again that I love and never would have fucking thought in a million goddamn years. Okay,
What is that other thing going on in the background? It's so distracting.
I'm having a hard time fucking thinking about just trying to fucking put together cohesive thoughts. Stop sending me the Casey John tweet either. Listen.
That chat is flying. You should see his actual chat. It's unreadable. It moves so... There's 50,000 human... That's like... This is a stadium. This is a stadium of human beings at their computers right now watching Hasan talk about this.
Never in a million fucking years would have ever thought that I would get... I would watch
They're very lefty?
Largest,
oh, cool.
most fucking robust online communities be one that is woke as fuck. So woke that it's literally like woke, more woke than I could have ever imagined, more woke than myself. Okay?
Cool.
So, I love that. Especially because, as I've demonstrated before, I am pretty based. Connor Eats Pants is based. My metric for, like, what I expect, my expectations are very, very, very fucking low. Especially from the gaming community. Most of his tweets in the trending are nice and saying not to attack you because you're right. So, my expectations are that, like, as long as you're not a Nazi, like, I'm happy. Okay? That makes me happy when I see people in the gaming space have such a massive fucking... have such a massive online presence that is otherwise...
Dream did say one of his recent Twitch that he's open to talking to anyone anytime if you want to ask him anything about anything, but he's just a young white guy who focuses on Minecraft and his friends. If he has 22 million subs, he's not talking to me. I mean, that's that's very sweet of you, but I'm well below those people's radar. Like that was the weirdest thing about being in that Among Us game with all those super famous people is I remember XQC asking me at one point, like, who are you? Like, why are you here? Because they've all got this kind of like, you know, they've like reached this level where normal people or streamers or content producers who are like under a mil aren't even like normal people to them.
Like kids that have disabilities, like it's wild, okay? It's a wild thing. And anyone who's been around on the internet for
I found you through that game?
Years,
really? Oh, fucking based. Thanks, Radish Red. That's fucking awesome.
So it's a good thing overall. It's a very good thing. Isn't it hypocritical that they criticize for tweeting his thoughts, but it's all good for you to do that on stream? I don't think you're wrong, but logic doesn't apply here. What?
You don't know who XQC is? He's the largest streamer on Twitch. Just the biggest. He's usually got like 100,000 people watching him on average, and that's when he's like not doing anything really big. If he's doing something big, it'll be like 150K. Chat was like, "Oh my God, is this person?" And you were like, "Hello, fellow kids." Yeah. Well, the good thing about that is because I didn't know who any of them were. I wasn't spending the whole time like, "Oh my God, whoa, Poggies, you're all my heroes." Like, when I told someone afterwards that I've not only played with Corpse Husband, but I've had a conversation with Corpse Husband, like, they lost their shit. Like, they completely lost their stuff. I'll message Dream now, though. Yeah, it's weird how all that stuff works, because, like, I am technically the 0.01% like streamers in terms of like audience and viewers and all that kind of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of how fast this whole thing grew. It's pretty phenomenal. But there's still like there's people who are in an other stratosphere, and in that world they don't associate with the commoners.
To a degree where like
the deacons.
I've literally criticized people.
I never said there'd be no drama this stream.
Minecraft stand Twitter.
No, this is not a non-drama stream. Bring me your drama. Do you have something else? I'll take all the spice. Give me all the flavors of the rainbow.
Threads on their content creators that are otherwise like
I'm gonna be doing an eco lull segment soon.
Significant infractions at all that are not very productive. It's funny that he knows you're right because he deleted the Notch video but pulls this shit on Twitter. I have seen his my ADHD is fucking making it incredibly hard.
Wait, Hasan has ADHD? Who doesn't in the stream? Is that like a prereq to be a streamer? Is that just like how we're all wired? Every streamer, if you're someone who's going to be like getting so much stimuli happening at the same time that you're just like, oh, this is going to be hard to process if I wasn't constantly having trouble processing an enormous amount of stimuli every single day in my life, if that wasn't just like a part of my own mental illness. Interesting.
Started tweeting things like, hanging out in Ibiza with a bunch of friends and partying with famous people, able to do whatever I want, and I've never felt more isolated. People got concerned. Notch felt the need to assure people that everything's under control. For what it's worth, while there are articles about my depression because I had a bad day invented in a trend I saw, I'm sitting here having a nice day. Yet these tweets were not the only ones that got people talking. Notch has a notorious reputation for being a big mouth who strikes.
Whoa, that's not drama, that's just fucking amazing. Hey, Danny Elfman, do you like ska? Danny Elfman, absolutely I do. You only have 15,000 followers? What? This is the actual account. One of the greatest composers in cinematic history has 15,000 followers? Oh, I'm not shaming him. I'm astounded. That's like, that number should be like, I don't know, 1 million? It doesn't make any sense to me. He's a legend. Oh, thanks, Ben Affleck the Almighty.
I'm so happy.
That's fucking creepy as fuck. Well, let me see if I can message Danny Elfman and if he responds.
And strikes again on Twitter. To get a better understanding, here's something he said in 2017. If you're against the concept of hashtag heterosexual pride day, you're complete effing C and deserve to be shot. In later tweets, he added, by a photographer with a gun. One day later, he deleted these tweets. Instead, he said, so yeah, it's about pride of daring to express, not about pride of who you are. I get it now. But if only this could have taught him a lesson. He was only getting started. A few months later, Notch tweeted, it's okay to be white.
Notch, ¿por qué?
But once confronted by people thinking differently, he didn't back off this time. But of course, that's not all. There were more and more, bashing the idea of correct pronouns, check. Supporting and promoting obscure conspiracy theories, you guessed it. Of course, all this got him into a lot of trouble. There were people who supported him, and many more who did not. Sexist, transphobe, homophobe, racist, these and many other labels were often heard. Are they deserved? Was he abusing freedom of speech, advocating hatred, or simply stating his mind? That's why on May 17th, 2019, something happened.
Falcon fans forever.
Minecraft was celebrating its 10th anniversary, and Notch was not there. Of course, he had sold the game. He distanced himself from Minecraft, yet he was not even invited. Why? Microsoft representatives explained, his comments and opinions do not reflect those of Microsoft or Mojang and are not representative of Minecraft, and that's it. Could one say that Notch was canceled? Notch hasn't directly commented on this situation. He found his own way. So what do you think? Is he a culprit or a hero? Share your opinion in the comments and tell us what you think about this unusual situation.
who would claim he was a hero for any of that? Like a white nationalist? Statement from Dream on his alt. Dream dates. Frustrated, I don't appreciate people, especially a large creator, bringing up things in a live stream to 40,000 people while not at all bringing in context. Their excuse is that they are just learning about things on stream, which I understand, but I think it's irresponsible. I think it's large creators' responsibility to be educated on subjects before speaking on them. That includes about other creators as well. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I will always try and learn and address and grow from them. I think they should be a model for everybody. Hasan definitely has had some good points, but he also brought up a lot of things that I've already explained, addressed, or apologized for, while not including those apologies. Insinuating that someone is an alt-right to 40,000 people isn't cool, especially when you're that far off. Again, some good points I've already taken on, but it's saddening to see things you've talked about being dragged through the mud with no context under the guise of just finding out about them. Can always find out about them off stream and then form your opinions. I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. Dream is alt-right? No, he's not. That's the whole point of all this, was that he's not. Holy shit, Hasan is fucking blowing up the Twitter sphere now. Hasan is not anti-woke. He's the most popular political streamer on Twitch. He knows what he's talking about. He's not anti-cancel culture, before I see what everyone is talking about. Dream should have criticized that video with Notch. That's my thoughts on everything. Hey, do you like movies? Do you like Serfs? Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs Cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account, because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks, why do older generations believe the things they believe? One of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our God, Xander Corvus, we shall build ornate temples in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, and the Tim Caucus, we aim to be the best court jesters your money can buy. To our lords, Evan Nudie, Trevor R., Alexander Thaler, Ryan Lubin, Tofox, Jeff Lamb, Sint Forzi, we are your humble vassals, ready to till your land. To our Knights of the Round Table, Omni, Mr. Anderson, Riley and Anna, Ryan Craig, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophoja, Saren 42, Chronic to Hemphog, The Great Houdini, Bowen Jenny, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramona Costa, Jay Fraser Cartwright, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Yopi, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Constance Joyce Lacheris. We raise our glass of mead and we salute you.